session of Red Pollutants, and just gonna wait for our guest to join in. Hey, hello everyone who's joining in. Yes, Maanushi, can you join me if you're listening to me? Yes. Yeah. Hey, hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, okay. All right. So we'll just wait for a minute, and
Yeah,
then I will quickly introduce the series and then you, and then we can
yeah.
jump right into the questions.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. I think it's gonna take little 1 minute two for the notification to
Yeah.
go out. Yeah. How is situation over there? Are
Delhi is
people going
doing
out?
fine. People are obviously
Okay.
going out eating, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we are also going out shopping and everything is happening. So yeah,
Right.
so it's getting better, I guess, but obviously the numbers are too much. Recovery rate is
Yeah, I
also
know.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think now people are bored. They're just simply bored. They're
Yeah.
they have given up. Like, ab ho gaya. That like
Yes.
yes. Uh, uh so no. Internet is okay. Yeah. So I will start in another minute. We have. So I think this is our first like virtual
Yeah.
face-to-face interaction. It's gonna
Yes.
be fun. Like,
Yeah, and we've known each other for a long time now.
yeah, we have known each other for like 2 years, I think, and the
Yeah,
first time we are speaking. Yeah, how is Milab
yeah,
reunions happening? Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Okay, so I will just quickly introduce this whole series. We are conducting live session. They are called Red Pollutants, and this is the 10th session of live the Red Pollutants, everyone. And we have been talking about women health and issues related menstruation and mental health, men who have various questions to women, and there has been active participation from men as well in these sessions. So this is the 10th session, and we are really happy that the series have got so much love across. And the previous sessions are available on YouTube, so and also on our Insta profile. But just in case you want to, you know, watch them, you can go ahead and do that. So now let me introduce our guest today. She is a teacher. She teaches at GD Goenka. She teaches English and history, and she's also a freelance UX writer. So hi, and her name is Maanushi Rana. So hi, Maanushi, and first
Hi,
of all,
Mugdha.
welcome and thank you for joining us today to talk about this. And I am directly going to jump into the question. So let's talk why sustainable menstruation. Why is it a need of our?
Okay, firstly, because one thing is that we are all talking about sustainability. It's not just about bleeding and anything. We are wasting a lot of money also on products which are not which are not sustainable for the whole earth as a whole.
Right.
So yeah, we're using products we've been using, rather I had been using. So it's not like something new to me. So I had been using a product, the sanitary napkins, since since I was really small. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, we'd all been using this product, and yeah, it was causing harm not to only the earth but also us, our bodies. Our we used to get rashes, burns, and whatnot. While
Mm.
walking, it was very uncomfortable. And if there's a girl who has just started her periods, it's very uncomfortable for her to wear a pad and then
Mm-hmm.
cautiously be cautious that my white skirt doesn't get dirty. So there are a lot of
Right.
kids who are very particular. There were many girls who didn't come on Wednesdays because
Mm-hmm.
certain because the uniform is white on Wednesday, and
Yeah.
they had that fear that white skirt will get stained, and that
Mm-hmm.
fear. I think we all had that fear. It's nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
So we all have this fear, and yeah, there are those who still don't come to school, and they
Mm.
are well educated.
Mm.
They're doing well in life, and they're not attending school on particular Wednesdays. And this is how
Mm.
I actually found out about this when I was giving a session in my school only about menstrual cups. So that's how I
Okay.
found out that there are girls who are not attending school. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, why did you personally switch to menstrual cup? Was there any incidents or someone taught you, like, someone told you about it, a friend maybe, or something?
So, like my profession says that I'm a freelance UX writer. So I
Yeah.
wrote for a brand called Sirona.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, I wrote about this brand called Sirona, and they were promoting menstrual cups, and my payment
Mm-hmm.
was a menstrual cup. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. So that's how I actually started using a menstrual cup. It was not because somebody told me or anything. I researched about it myself, and then I learned
Okay.
about it. And yeah,
Hmm.
since I think 2.5 years now, yeah, I've been using a menstrual cup.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about what are the pros and cons of using a menstrual cup versus pad?
Yeah. Uh, okay, so I had made some presentation also about how
Oh,
we
wow.
should, what are the problems we face. So that
Face.
there are
Mm-hmm.
not just, yeah, there are not just sanitary napkins which are there. There is tampon, and
Yeah.
there are various other products which many ladies are using. And
Right.
this whole the the ages are 13 to 35 till when a
Hmm.
lady bleeds basically. And
Right.
yeah, so yeah, that's a long period, and we are actually
Hmm.
looking at a good amount of money here. And not just money, I
Right.
think Delhi produces about 90,000 kg of waste.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
so
lot. Yeah.
that's a lot. Yeah, and this is
Yeah.
not just this is not just the land problem. The people who are
Hmm.
picking it up, cleaning, some of
Yeah.
them
Hmm.
are actually facing various issues. Like there is a and not just this, there are many girls who just dump the sanitary napkin or tampons inside the flush. So when
Right.
the
It's
yeah,
yeah.
so when the flush actually when the water gets into that material, it poofs up and then it gets stuck
Right.
in the sewage. Somebody else is
Hmm.
coming and cleaning your sewage. You should at least
Yeah.
have that
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah.
we don't realize it, but yeah, there are
Hmm.
a lot of girls or women who are still doing it like this. They're just flushing it
Hmm.
down. And tampons are something
Right.
which you actually flush down. So yeah, so it's
Right.
just yeah, so that there is no solution to this. So, yeah, we cannot always be humane towards somebody else's job. But yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that we should be considerate about this fact that somebody else
Yeah.
is coming and cleaning your dump.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And it also causes a lot of problem in the drainage system and all of that. That's a whole together, I mean, another issue which
Yeah.
probably every city faces. And as we all know, it takes years and years to for a pad to get decomposed, and not to mention a kind of you know, I would say medical issues it can cause to people
Yeah.
who are, around it or handling them.
Yeah.
It's a lot that's very very harmful, not just for nature but for us. So and I wish, like, when we were doing like a fellowship, when I was on a fellowship,
Yeah.
so we used to have this village visit, and it used to be really long. I really, really wish I knew about menstrual cup at that point of time, because I didn't. And I used to be so scared. I used to put like two, three pads if I have to go on a visit, and be skeptical the whole time, because it was really bad. There was no good bathrooms and all. We have
Yeah.
done the same
Yeah.
territory, so so
Yeah.
it used to be so, yeah, so bad. And if you have to go on a visit, it used to be like, oh no, no, please.
Yeah.
Like so much
I
of
know. And
uncomfort. Yeah.
yeah, and apparently I did a session there with some school. I don't remember the name of the Anganwadi there, but yeah, we
Okay.
did a
Mm-hmm.
session about sanitary napkins, that girls should use sanitary napkins. So they had a, I think, Stay Free India program,
Mm-hmm.
and they actually were
Right.
introducing sanitary napkins there that time. So that kind of
Yeah.
thing, I don't know if they actually were considerate about using a menstrual cup.
Mm-hmm.
Now the times have changed, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was something very shocking for me to learn that there are people who do not know about sanitary napkins.
The
So
napkins. Yeah. So
yeah,
that's the
yeah,
beginning actually for them. Yeah.
yes.
So
So they
yeah,
are just beginning.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
apparently they were quite sustainable in a way because they were actually using cloth napkins. They were,
yeah.
maybe
Right.
it was not a napkin, but it was a cloth, and they used to
Yeah.
wash it and whatever, however
Hmm.
it was, but it was much more
Yeah.
sustainable than what they are getting right now through
Right now.
various
Correct.
campaigns.
Right.
Yeah,
So I think there are a lot of organizations like Boond who have reusable pads which are made out of cloth
yeah,
and materials which are not harmful, and they go for years and years. So that's also one of the
yeah,
products. Just in case someone is not comfortable using menstrual cup, because there are a lot of fears and taboos, we are coming there.
yeah,
So
yeah,
there are a lot of fears and taboos. So I think a cloth pad, just in case you're little skeptical about how to go about it, you can start switching to that first, and then
yeah.
uh,
And it's not
ab-
just, you'll find these pads with P Safe at like 300 rupees or something. It's not very expensive.
absolutely,
So yeah,
yeah,
you're saving a lot of money with a sanitary napkin. I think in 10 years you're spending 45,000 bucks on just this. And with
absolutely,
uh, yeah, with a normal cloth pad, you're probably using say 8,000 bucks maybe if you want to change. Yeah, from
yeah,
because they start with a range of 12 rupees. Because if we go to
yeah,
villages and everything, yeah, it's very, very
mm,
cheap there. But when we
cheap,
come to
yeah,
cities like Delhi, Bangalore, and all, so yeah, we'll find a little more expensive product and little
Ex-
more fancier. Yeah, so
hmm.
there are choices girls have. I want the blue colored floral print. So yeah, there are
Yeah,
choices.
yeah. Yeah, there are choices, but it's better to invest in sustainable product instead, because it's gonna go on for a long time for your safety
Yeah,
and for environment. So let's come to some taboos. Since you work with students, since you have been
yeah,
teaching, I'm sure
yeah,
that you have been facing this problem, or maybe girls you have seen coming up with
yeah,
issues, or certain sort of taboo is there. They don't want to talk about it, or there's
yeah.
some fear in general. So,
Uh,
what are the most common issues that you have come across?
Um, most common issues would be, why should I go for a cloth napkin? Matlab, like
Yeah.
that thing, that question arises. It's not clean. It's not hygienic. Of course, it is
Hmm.
not. I do not say
Hmm.
that it is very clean aspect of all of this.
Hmm.
So yeah, and it's not just girls in school, it is the teachers also who are in school
Mm-hmm.
who think that this blood is impure. So, yeah, so when I used to
Okay.
take sessions,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I
Mm.
used to get these comments like, why are you taking sessions on such things? So I used to especially
Okay.
organize, so we used to have this SUPW workshop or something like for all, whatever the girls want to choose or the boys want to go through. And there were many boys who were interested to know about health products also. So yeah, they used to also
Right.
attend out of, it can be out of curiosity or out of whatever they are thinking. But yeah,
Mm.
boys and girls both were interested in such workshops. And we actually
Mm.
managed to hold a good one. And
Mm-hmm.
I approached a lot of different companies who sell menstrual cups. So we have, even though those products were paid at that time, when I bought my first cup, I think I paid around 900 rupees or something. Now this
Okay.
cups cost like 200 bucks or it's very,
Yeah.
very, very, very cheap. Very cheap. And
Cheap. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
very cheap and it goes on, it lasts about I think 7 to 10 years as far as I've read in various surveys.
Yes.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's quite cheap and it's sustainable and you get it in various colors if there are preferences, if you want it in purple, blue, pink. Yeah, you get it in colors also. So yeah,
Yeah.
and
Right.
about the fears, yeah, of course, there are fears of insertion because I'm a
Mm-hmm.
virgin, or there are
Mm.
various questions which arise. So for that, these cups come in sizes. So yeah,
Right.
there is a small size, there's a medium size, and there is like there's no question about your virginity here. So there's no pain
Right.
in this. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
tell my girls also, that there's no pain, and like there are types of folds you can use in a cup to
Right.
in for the insertion. And there are
Right.
times when girls say that it's not lubricated enough, or
Mm.
um, how do I what should I do and everything. So I have taught a few girls about the folds which are easy. So I
Mm.
can show that here. I have the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, this is the cup, guys. It looks like this.
I mean, I know, I know there are a lot of like questions because even my own mom, like when I showed my mom for the first time that this is a cup, she's like, "What is this? Like, why are you using this?"
I
Because
know.
they
Yeah.
had they had no
No,
idea about this, and she's like, "No, this is not safe," and all of them like, "Mom, no,
yeah,
it's safe."
it's safe.
So,
So
yeah,
yeah.
so
So
same
this is
thing.
a cup and it stores enough amount of blood. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's very
yeah.
easy. Yeah, so if there are people who are still having issues about how to insert this cup, so I'll just show you one easy way, which is very easy. So you just hold the cup, you put it like this, and make a C. This is
Right.
a C. So it's
Yeah.
easier to insert, I feel.
Yeah.
And there is another one. I don't know what is this fold called, but I saw
Yeah.
it on one of my friends' channel. She might be here on the live. So it's like this. It's very, very small.
Right.
You don't even, yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know. It is called the tulip cup. So it is in the shape of a
Yeah.
tulip now.
Chewed.
And you
Yeah.
can insert, yeah, you can insert it
Yeah.
easily. And yeah, it just opens inside your vagina. So whenever
Right.
you, yeah, it just opens, pops open.
It
So that's a
it
not,
pops open.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a big deal that it wouldn't fit
Yeah.
inside you, or I am too small for such a product. You are not
Product.
small.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have started with your menstrual periods and you're not small. You're not small anymore. And
Absolutely not. And I
uh,
think during that period, your vagina sort of also expands a little bit
yeah,
because
yeah.
of the bleeding and everything. So it totally fits in to that. So, what is the most common, problem you have faced to like advocate it to the girl? Like, were they shy about it? Like,
Yeah,
like they don't want to listen at all. No, no, no,
yeah,
no, this is not something I want to listen. Or were there any problems when you said there were boys and girls together? So was
yeah.
there some sort of like
Yeah,
awkwardness or tension?
yes, of course, there's awkwardness because the boys wouldn't know what we are talking about or
Hmm.
what the girl is feeling like, and there are not a lot of girls who will come back and ask you, ma'am, if this is correct or how
Hmm.
painful is it or whatever. There would be only
Yeah.
one girl out of 30 who would come back and say to you, ma'am, this happened. So I think I got a call of a parent that what are you
Huh.
teaching our kid?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a whole
Yeah.
another, yeah, situation.
Yeah, so that was a really bad thing. So yeah, I try to explain the parent also and the child that it is very safe. I use it, and
Hmm.
there are a lot of girls. I actually showed them surveys. I showed them videos of gynecologists who are actually promoting the product. But I think,
Correct. Hmm.
yeah, I think about a year and a half back, it was not a hype in India that you should use a
No,
menstrual
definitely
cup.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think since the past 6 months and 8 months, this thing has become a really big topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I feel. Yeah, but and also with the coronavirus, the availability of normal sanitary napkins was reduced. So there are a lot
Yeah.
of girls who have come back and said, "Ma'am, if you would have encouraged us a little more, then
Hmm.
probably we would have started using it then." Now these girls
Then,
are
yeah.
very
Right.
comfortable using it. So yeah, that's a very
Right.
good thing that this at least the lockdown and coronavirus has a good impact on sustainability
Hmm.
as a whole.
Hmm. Right. So, do you feel there is some, lack of awareness within teachers or within an education system about this whole thing, and
Yeah.
how you can tackle it? Because you have been there at the scene yourself, and so I understand that there are elder generation teaching in the school as well, and that
Mm.
might cause a problem. But how we can approach it and what can be
So,
done? Like,
um, I don't know. I think what I feel is that when I was approaching my vice principal and telling her that this is what it is, she had a
yeah.
daughter. I think her daughter was about 21 or something. And her daughter encouraged her to actually say yes to such a thing. So I was
Yeah.
lucky in that case that during my time I had a teacher who
Hmm.
had a daughter who was
Yeah.
encouraging her mother to use the product, and also
Yeah.
yeah, it was very comfortable for me to go ahead and talk to teachers also about it because the first talk I gave was to the educators there, the coordinators.
Hmm.
So that was when, so that not all teachers have a mental block, if we can call
Hmm.
it that. They don't
Right.
have that mental block that you shouldn't be open to products. It's
Mm.
just that
Mm.
they are not well informed about such a product.
Right.
When I was talking about, yeah, when I was talking about the cups or even the cloth napkins, so there were some teachers
Hmm.
who used to say this is like बहुत पुराने जमाने का तरीका
Huh.
to use the cloth.
Right.
So I said,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I said now you get medical grade pads and
Mm.
everything,
Right.
and yeah,
Mm.
even this cup is made up of medical grade uh, I don't know, product. This product
Silicon.
is
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
silicone. Uh, and the silicone is actually used in heart transplant also. If you know about this,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
it's used in heart transplant. So it is very safe, and it is like if there are people who are thinking that it will sit in the vagina and it will not
Mm.
be healthy and it might just cause some kind of reaction to the body.
Mm.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. And even if you
Mm.
feel that it is causing some kind of a reaction, you can remove it, wash it, and there are intimate washes which are available now. So to maintain the
Right.
pH balance, yeah, I think
Hmm.
now with the cups you get a intimate wash also. So like a
Right.
package deal. So yeah,
Hmm.
so people can start using intimate products. instead of if they are feeling very
Absolutely.
uncomfortable that they, yeah.
Hmm.
So that is
And I think
basically,
it's about slow switching. Like, don't pressurize
yeah,
yourself into it. Yeah, you can try it once. If you don't feel comfortable, it's okay. You can try it again and then slowly
yeah,
make that switch. It's little difficult in the beginning. Yes, I understand, because you don't know how to do it. It's something new,
yeah,
and obviously it's one of the very critical part for women. So
yes,
you have that kind of a fear, like let's not approach it like जैसा चलना
yeah,
है वैसे चलने दो kind of thing. You have
exactly,
that in your mind. Yeah, but it's okay. You can approach it slowly and make that switch, is what I always tell everybody around me as well.
yeah.
So, you know, just like we were mentioning, so is it common now? I'm just talking because I'm not in that particular field. Like, your school had this kind of programs planned, but how
Yeah.
is it in other schools, and what do they do
Um,
about it?
so
Because
yeah, so as far as I know, other schools have such programs, but those
hmm,
programs are for promotion of the sanitary napkins. Because there are a
hmm,
lot of schools and government schools which in which there is not a lot of knowledge about products, not just menstrual cup.
right.
So it's
Hmm,
like even the sanitary napkin. So when the girls are about to turn 13 or 12, I think there is a session which is
yeah.
held in schools
Hmm,
about this.
hmm,
So yeah,
yeah.
that thing is there. So
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of schools which have the sessions, and these
Hmm,
sessions are not conducted by teachers. There is a
hmm,
teacher who's allotted, yeah, ye kal dena. So
hmm.
that thing is there, but yeah, uh, I think it's more about the sanitary napkin and the campaign launched by
Yeah.
that particular company. It's not
Company.
about
Yeah.
it's not about the
Yeah.
sustainability part of the whole campaign.
Whole thing. Actually, even
Yeah,
I remember when I was in eighth standard or something, we had a company coming in and talking us about the products. And now that I look back at it, I realize that it was only girls from all the sections and like
yeah,
whole of the school, and boys weren't invited, which I
yeah,
feel somewhere is a very wrong thing to do, because
yeah.
it is
It is.
equally important to educate your like male counterparts about this. So I will just talk about this since we are talking about it. How is it like in were there any male like your friends or anybody around you who questioned this to you, like what is this menstrual cup, or if they have seen it and they were like, what is this, why are you using it? So were there any taboos you have failed, like discussing these issues with your you know male friends or anyone in general?
So anyone in general doesn't question you, obviously, because
Yeah.
yeah, they feel maybe she feel uncomfortable or maybe they are uncomfortable questioning us.
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
would actually encourage people to ask questions about it because even if you have a girlfriend or a wife who you want to encourage
Hmm.
कि यार ये use करो ये बहुत अच्छा है. So and
Hmm.
everybody is giving good reviews about it. So I think there are
Yeah.
a lot of people who don't question us
Yeah.
about all of this.
Hmm.
And even if
Yeah.
you end up telling your boyfriend or anybody you're dating at that time that I am using this product, maybe they are a
Hmm.
little curious about it, and then it's like, okay, whatever you do, whatever you want. So I have not
Hmm.
personally faced any questions as such about this. No, not that I
Okay.
recall. Not even my brothers question me about such things. So because they are all
Okay.
always like in their own world. तो या my younger brother had asked me कि ये आपको tough नहीं लगता insert करने में and all
Hmm.
that. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's curious because probably he wants to tell his girlfriend to use it or whatever. He wants
Hmm.
his parents to know about it, or maybe it's for his own general knowledge. But yeah,
Yeah.
the questions are as similar to anybody who's using it for the first time. So that's what I
Yeah.
feel. It's more not more like a taboo or a myth or anything, but more like they
Yeah.
want to know about it, but they don't question just anybody about it.
Anybody about it. Yeah, but I think it is very important for all the men out there who are listening, that you go ahead and question it. Like, start with your
Yeah,
maybe sister, your girlfriend, your partner, anybody. you're comfortable with, even your mom, just go ahead and ask. Like, because I feel the wrong information is
More
deadly.
dangerous.
In this case, especially in this case, it's very, very bad to
Bad.
have a wrong information. So it's better that
Yeah.
you ask about it, and that's where it starts. That's where it breaks, the cycle, because these things are very natural. It happens to everybody, every woman around you. So there is nothing to be ashamed of, or
Yeah.
there's no such thing. There shouldn't be any block as to why should I ask for this. It's completely fine. I feel quite the opposite, that you should know about it, like what exactly goes on in a woman's body during that time, so that you can make her comfortable and make her feel better during those days. And I think you are stuck. Yeah, so I think there's some internet connection issue. Uh, yeah, so that would be all right. So yeah, so I would just continue talking till she joins us back. That it is very important for all the men to know about all these problems and talk about it. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And sometimes Googling is not very healthy, because there are a lot of conflicting answers in Google, and then you get confused. So it's better that you go ahead and ask your girlfriend, or maybe your partner, maybe your sister, wife, mother, anybody about this. Or if not, go to the gynec or anybody around you who is doctor. They are 100% going to help you, uh, have a better knowledge about all of these issues. And so yeah, so there is nothing wrong. It's very, very natural process. And there's there shouldn't be any taboos about this. So please, if you have a partner, if you have a girlfriend, sister on this birthday, try and maybe give them a menstrual cup or reusable pads, and that would be a meaningful gift for everybody. Uh, she would know that you really care about her health. And if there are any teenage girls around here who are listening, or if you have a teenage sister, or again a partner, anybody around you, friend, who is a little hesitant to maybe, say, switch to a menstrual cup. The session that was held before this, that's the ninth session, there is a teenage girl who is like 15 years old, and she has switched to the menstrual cup. So you can just go ahead and listen to that session and probably be more informed on how she felt and how the transition happened for her. It might help you. So any teenage girl listening, or have that kind of fear as to how to switch to menstrual cup, please go and watch that session. So yeah, I think Maanushi is facing some sort of internet issue, but I'm just gonna wait for a minute and see if she can join us back. Yeah. Yeah, hi. Yeah, some
Back
internet,
again.
yeah,
Yeah,
some
probably
internet
the
issues. It's
connecting.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I was just telling them about, quickly. I will just recap it. That I was telling that there was a 15-year-old girl who has done the session before this. That
Okay.
how she made the switch, and if there is anybody who are teenagers and want to know how to do it, they can refer to that session.
Yes.
So yeah, we were just talking that it is very important for men to talk about these things, to
Yes.
anybody they are comfortable with. And
and and probably encourage their partners and girlfriends and friends to actually use these products because it's very easy. Now, if there is some kind of an influence from the man's side also, it's very easy for
hmm,
the girl to adapt it. That's what I feel.
hmm,
Well, uh, it's not like how do I put it? Um, it's not necessary that somebody is very pressurized to do this. So if nobody's
yeah,
forcing you to do
exactly.
it, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just an opinion which is coming out and saying, ki, yeah, we
Hmm,
should all do it. We should just
yeah,
go ahead with these products, and it's easier on the pockets of the man and woman. So if you're working as a man
yeah.
or a woman, or if you
Hmm,
both are earning, it's very, very easy on your pockets, and you get to save a
exactly.
lot. So it's not like that you're not saving at all.
Definitely. I mean, if you have a menstrual cup versus if you're using, so there are 12 months a day, and the cycle lasts for about 5 to 6 days for most of the
Yeah.
women. So just imagine a kind of money that is spent every month on this. And if you accumulate it, I think in the end you can actually buy a smartphone, like a good, good
Yeah,
smartphone with it. And so That's the choice you're gonna make here,
yeah.
that
I
it's
think yearly, I was reading some statistics. I think yearly we spend 45,000 rupees on sanitary napkins. So
seriously like
yeah, we are, yeah,
a good phone or a good something, a small vacation, I think of 3 4 days
yeah,
can fit into that 45,000 rupees. So this is one of the major reasons why you should switch to menstrual cup, because they're more pocket friendly, and they last long. So
yeah.
yeah,
And there is
it's gonna
no
be.
problem about, and also there is no problem about the rashes. So there are a lot of girls, itchiness, redness, or something is there which is not, which is very, the inflammation is making it uncomfortable to use the napkin, and
Mhm.
also not just also um, as a whole, uh, the something. Yeah, you that kind of problem.
Yeah, yeah. I think there is some connection issue again. So, um, so I think everybody is. Yeah, yeah. You're back. Thank God. I thought you lost the connection again. Okay. So, uh, yeah. Can you just repeat the last two, three sentences you spoke, because kind of the connection was kind of lost.
Yeah, so I think I read this somewhere. This is like these cups can be trash free, cash free,
Hmm.
and rash free. So yeah, there's a lot
Amazing.
of free
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah, there's a lot of free in this, and that's really good mantra actually. Should like
Yeah,
tagline it.
yeah,
Definitely.
totally.
Totally. So yeah, Manushi. So what I would just quickly wanna wrap this session up. What could be your last remarks to this, and anything that you want to say to the young girls out there, or women out there of any age related to menstruation, and yeah. So something also, I know that you are into, you do a lot of organic cooking. So just one or two tips to get through the periods, period cramps or
Yeah.
something. Little things that you have discovered yourself that might help other.
Yeah, there are a lot of food products we can actually have. One of them is dark chocolate. So whenever you are having
Mm-hmm.
that extra craving of having something sweet and everything, go for a dark chocolate because it's easier on the stomach also, and it gives you that pleasure of eating a chocolate. So yeah, it
Right.
might not really sound very delicious, but yeah, it's very easy. You can make a simple mug cake out of a dark chocolate.
Hmm.
You don't really need to use
Right.
maida. You can go for atta, or you can even go for ragi because these are really
Hmm.
good, healthy products. And yeah, sometimes there are a lot of girls who do not feel like eating anything. So I think they can
Hmm.
have a chila made up of moong
Hmm.
dal, which is very
Hmm.
healthy and it is also PCOS friendly. So if there are
Oh,
girls who are
that's amazing.
here,
Hmm.
yeah, who have issues with PCOS, and yeah, it's very healthy for a PCOS patient and also for anybody who is having issues with this with the periods and the cramps and pain. Yeah, and what
Hmm.
I think this is my mom's nuska. She used to give me
Hmm.
milk with ghee. I know it doesn't sound really amazing. दिखने में तो
Yeah.
बहुत अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. But
Yeah.
yeah, milk,
But it works.
milk yeah, it works. It gives you that kind of energy. And if you don't feel like having it in this way, you can actually make some besan laddus out of it and have it. It's really good. And
Yeah.
even good, you can add good into your halwa instead of sugar.
Hello.
Because sometimes,
Hmm.
yeah, or you can take some good. And even in your chai or coffee, mostly people don't prefer having coffee during these days because it gives some
Hmm.
internal pain. So I would recommend
Yeah.
you should have something hot. So it
Yeah.
can be a hot chocolate. You can add. Am I audible?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
yeah you can add some like there's a friend of mine who she's saying we should have ajwain and ghee, which is actually
Yeah.
true. Ankita, I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Someone just said that you are an amazing cook. I know her dishes are so delicious. At times, like looking at your picture,
Thank you.
I get hungry. So yeah, I agree with the person who said that she is a good cook. Yeah, definitely.
I'm so sorry.
So we
As
hope that you,
yeah,
yeah, absolutely. So someone just said that thank you for the session and you guys are most welcome. Just like wrapping this up, it is really amazing to have you, Manushi, someone who have used the cups and have been advocating them. Because
yeah,
I know there are at times where women, even though they are a user, they don't go out and tell people because they feel
yeah,
key, people won't listen to them, but it's really about spreading awareness. So first of all, like thank you so much for doing that, and I hope you keep spreading this kind of awareness wherever you go from the next sessions. And quickly before we say this, I always keep telling this in every session that if you know that someone around you is on period, the woman, please be kind to her because it's not
yeah,
really her choice as to what happens to
right,
her during those times. There are a lot of mood
yeah,
swings and everything that goes on. And just as Manushi said that there are something hot, beverages or something that you can have. We have a sessions going on YouTube about alternatives that you can use instead of tea and coffee. So please do check them out. And we have videos coming up every day, guys, on YouTube. So you can check that out as well. And
yes,
so, yeah, thank you so much, Manushi, for joining me in. And it was amazing talking to you. And I really
thank you.
hope we come together for some amazing ventures in
Yeah,
future
yes,
because and
we have
I'm
too much
really
in
rooting
common.
for your we have too much in common and I'm really rooting for your food blogs. So
Yeah,
I hope
everybody here is crazy about this.
yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah,
And
yes,
before you guys log out, Manushi also has a page called Accidentally Filmy. So if you are a film buff, she does amazing reviews. So go ahead and check that out. I will link that down in the once this live is over, so you can go ahead and follow her and make your weekends better. That's
Yes, totally. You can have not just Netflix suggestions. I'm giving suggestions
Yeah,
all across the all platforms. So yeah, you can
absolutely.
find a lot of content there.
Absolutely. And I think this pandemic, we really need it because we are home and not going
Yeah.
anywhere as such. So you can go
Yes.
and check that out. So again, please, I'm just gonna say that reduce, reuse, recycle, not just, don't just think about it as a something that you're obliged to do, but it is a necessity right now with the kind of environment that we are living in, that we need to take care of our earth before it collapses. So please
Yeah.
switch to sustainable, menstrual products as soon as
Yes.
you can.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. And
Thank you so much, Manushi, and have an amazing weekend. You want to say something?
yeah. I would like to say thank you to everybody who joined, and also thank you to
Yeah.
Kajal for always being very supportive because she's continuously writing so much.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
missing out a lot of things here, but yeah, I'm so sorry if we
Yeah.
missed out certain pointers in the
Some.
previous videos and
Yeah.
everything. So yeah,
Yeah.
thank you everybody for listening to us, and it was really
Yeah.
nice to be part of the Green Ammo event here. And
Yes.
I hope
Yes.
that people start using the cups, not just the cups or the products as such. So you can find these
Yeah.
products on various portals, and they are not very expensive. It's very, very easy on
Yeah.
the pocket, less than 500 bucks. So yeah, you can find really good products. And yeah, thank you so much for having me, Mugdha, and it was really
Yes.
nice seeing you.
It was really nice finally seeing each other.
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah, absolutely. So this sessions will be available on YouTube, guys, tomorrow at 9 p.m. on Green Ammo's channel, and the link will be in the description once it comes out. So please, if you have missed the session, you can tune in again and see it on YouTube. So yeah, all right, everybody. I hope you
Okay.
have a great weekend, and I will see you in tomorrow's session. See you, everyone.
Bye
Tada.
bye.
Bye bye.